How did Scandinavia shift from personal rule to nation-states? Imagine a time when kings ruled their lands directly, with little regard for borders or unified identities. Now picture how these regions transformed into the modern countries we know today. That change didn't happen overnight. It was a slow, step-by-step process driven by politics, wars, and social shifts over many centuries. Back in the medieval days, Scandinavia was a patchwork of small kingdoms and local rulers. Each community had its own leader, and power was often based on family ties or land control. These rulers held personal authority, which meant their power depended on their own strength and influence. There was no single, unified government. Instead, there were alliances, conflicts, and fragile unions. One major attempt to unify the region was the Kalmar Union, created in 1397. It aimed to bring Denmark, Sweden, and Norway under one crown. But it was more of a personal union, meaning the same monarch ruled all three, rather than a true nation-state. The union was fragile and often marked by disagreements and conflicts among the kingdoms. It showed how difficult it was to create a unified identity from separate regions with their own traditions and interests. The real change started in the 16th and 17th centuries. During this time, European countries began to develop what we now call the modern state. They created centralized governments with clear borders, strong armies, and systems to collect taxes. Scandinavia followed this trend, but each country had its own pace and style. Wars played a big role in pushing these regions towards stronger central authority. Rulers needed resources and armies to defend themselves and expand. This led to the creation of bureaucracies, official government departments, that managed everything from law enforcement to tax collection. These bureaucracies were often staffed by officials who earned their positions based on merit, not just family ties. This was a big shift from the old system of local aristocrats holding most power. In Sweden, the social groups such as the church, nobility, and common people all played roles in state building. Sweden's relatively balanced power among these groups helped it develop a stable government. Denmark had a stronger nobility, which meant the king had to work closely with the aristocrats. Norway, with its weaker peasantry, saw a different process of authority consolidation. Over time, these efforts led to clearer borders and centralized governments. The medieval estates, which were assemblies of nobles, clergy, and townspeople, gradually lost influence. Instead, kings gained more control over their territories, creating the foundation for modern nation-states. By the 18th and 19th centuries, these countries moved further toward democracy and social welfare. They built systems that included more of their populations in political life. Today, Scandinavian countries are known for their strong social contracts, where the government provides services and protection to all citizens, reinforcing their national identities. In short, Scandinavia moved from a patchwork of local rulers to unified nation-states through a combination of wars, political reforms, and social changes. The process was different in each country but shared common themes of centralization, bureaucratic growth, and the gradual building of national identity.